Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and today I'm bringing you my expectations, my um, reaction to the most recent Nintendo Switch presentation that happened on January the 12th at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and all the other times. So we learned a lot about the Switch. We've been waiting for so long since, I believe they said August or October. I can't remember which two it was since we've seen Breath of the Wild, Zelda. So for them to give us a whole ton of news about the Switch, what it can do, meant a lot to the fans. So let's talk about the reactions first. They said that there was two or three ways of playing it. You take it on the go. You could put it on the dock and hook it up to the screen, or you could they said it was like a tabletop mode, and you could use like a gamepad almost. So it's like three ways. I like the idea of taking it portably. Like if you're going out for like maybe 30 minutes or something, but I don't think. But they said the battery life was like 2 to 6 hours, depending on which game you're playing. Um, so like, I can't imagine someone sitting at like a Starbucks or something and playing it for like, you know, 6 hours. It just doesn't make sense to me. So to say, it's more of like something you kind of stay at home and look at also. Um, so let's see what else was there. So they were showing us the new controllers, which I thought, in my opinion, looked awesome. Those controllers, literally, you could share with anybody. They'll probably make something to where you can buy extra controllers in case of like you lose them. Um, but other than that, um, I think it's a pretty good idea. The only like bad side is that you can like select. You can have like up to 8 switches, which necessarily isn't a bad thing. But my issue is it. Who is going to have 8 switches with 16 different controllers? I just don't see how that's really going to be worth um the purchase of like one. Like I think I would get one, but you know it's just a matter of, is it gonna be worth my money? So let's talk about the price since we're on the topic of money. The retail price of the Switch, they said, was $300. $300 is actually kind of fair because let's talk about the past systems that they released. So um, you have to think that the Wii, the original Wii, was 250 at retail. The Wii U was 300, so this is kind of an upgraded version of the Wii U when you think about it. So, and then, so 300 makes sense. Obviously, it'll probably go down near the end of its run, which might be for a while. Um, so there was that. They didn't give prices on the controllers, like the what was it, like the Joy Cons, I believe that's what they're called. Um, but it looked really cool. So since we're talking about the Switch, we got to talk about the games that they showed. So two new games they showed was 1, 2 with Switch, which just seems to be like a one-on-one party game with like multiple things. Originally, when we first saw it, I thought it was Red Dead Redemption. I was flipping out, and then I was watching on Twitch, so all I see in the chat is it's had new. But obviously it was not Overwatch. But I was very, very, very impressed with the Switch. As far as its games goes. Now, Arms was another one that they showed where it was like spring boxing essentially. So like your arms are like very like slinky like. So like they showed like you can curve it, you can do certain things and stuff like that. And I thought it looked really cool. I was telling my friends who were watching, I was like, this is something we have to play. It actually looks good. And then obviously we can talk about the brand new Super Mario, which looks amazing. Brand new Super Mario Odyssey, where he's like in the city. Like I thought it was gonna be like something entirely different. I didn't think it was gonna be Mario when I first saw it. I legit thought it was gonna be like an Earthbound or something because I saw like cities. I'm thinking, oh, Earthbound, maybe Ness or somebody in like a 3D style. And then I see Mario. I'm like, what? No way. And I see the gameplay and it looks so smooth. Like it looks good. So I can't wait to see what the rest of that game looks like. I think it's going to be really good. Um, Splatoon 2 is gonna be great. I think it looks edgy, which I kind of like. I like the concept of like being all not like necessarily emo, but like gothic in like a way. Even like I'm not saying like I'm gothic, but like I like the idea of like a darker version. You know, it's pretty cool. I like it. Um, what's the other one I'm thinking of? So not word, but like what's another thing that I can another thing I can talk about? Oh, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I thought that was kind of cool how they're adding Splatoon characters into it with their own little racing world. I thought that was kind of cool too. But like the Japan titles, like Shin Megami Tensei, like I never played them, so I can't judge them. The new Xenoblade, I think looks really cool. The idea of them bringing Dragon Quest over, I thought was pretty nice, and they finally gave us a release date on Breath of the Wild. Um, and I'm very happy with all of these release dates that they're coming out with. They're giving each game like breathing room, so like you have a chance to play these games and stuff like that. Now let's talk about expectations. They showed us Skyrim, obviously. Skyrim will be coming to the Switch, which I think is gonna be great. I think that's gonna be awesome. But if they can bring Skyrim, they could probably bring Fallout. I'm just saying it's a possibility. Um, they could even bring maybe like Call of Duties or Battlefields. The only thing about those is like they wouldn't be as good as they are on other consoles because of the fact that you see when they were doing it, they were using like the joys and stuff like that. So like I can understand Skyrim, but if you're playing like a war game, it just is a little different. Um, Trying to think, what some other expectations could be. I want to see sports games. Like I said, I know they saw I showed FIFA, but I'm talking like I want to see like the Mario sports games. Like I want to see like Strikers. I want to see Super Sluggers, like the baseball game. Even the basketball game would be kind of cool. Um, Honestly, and overall, I was very impressed. I hope the lineup for games that come with the Switch as the years progress get really good. They get really better overall. So hopefully, it'll be a great, um, it'll be a great way to expand Nintendo as it is. Because I love Nintendo. I've one of the first consoles I ever bought was a Nintendo GameCube. So, um, personally, I like the idea of you know Nintendo trying to branch out and use different concepts. So hopefully, like I said, within the next couple of years, we'll see Nintendo really starting to trying to match up with Sony and Microsoft because right now they're a little bit behind as far as software goes, but they're catching up slowly but surely. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.